Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Dee, and we're back with another video. As you can see, um, there has been a lot going on, and if you look at the title, you can already tell and get a little small glimpse of it, of what's been going on or whatever. But basically, I almost canceled playing The Sims. Like, I almost stopped playing it. And I'm actually going to go in chronological order of what happened and explain as to why, what went wrong, and actually why it took me so long to actually record a Sims 4 University Pack video. I actually already have it recorded. I just need to edit it and do the thumbnail and all that type of stuff. So I already have the video ready and it's ready to go up on my YouTube. Well, not really, but you get what I'm trying to say. And I'll have the Sims 4 University Pack trailer in the background playing for us. So basically, what happened to me was I could not play the University Pack. And you know, when the new patch came out, they're now not letting people, they're only operating on 64-bit now. So my laptop is 64-bit, so I shouldn't have had any problems, but for some reason the game was not downloading on my PC and I could not play it. I even tried downloading it on a different computer and it still was not working. So let's go back in chronological order and let's figure out what happened. In the video that I released, my first video, honestly I can't remember the title of my first video. I think it was something like will it be good or something like that. Anyways, I'll have it in the eye. So that video, I was saying how that I already had ordered the University Pack. So I pre-ordered the pack on October 25th. Yes, October 25th is when I pre-ordered it. My boyfriend actually pre-ordered it for me because we were exchanging gifts, I guess you could say, and he said he would buy it for me if I got him a game as well. So that's what happened. So my boyfriend said that he would pre-order the game for me, and that was October 25th. We got the game, and the actual game doesn't release until November, when was it? November 15th, I believe? Yeah, November 15th. The patch came out November 12th, and I think I briefly talked about how my game was kind of broken and stuff like that. And I had to take all the mods out, blah, 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 this and the third. Now, comes November 14th. I actually had to work that night, so I went to work and I didn't get off work until midnight. So that was when I was supposed to have access to the game. I didn't get to opening up the game until November. Oh my God, no, not November. Sometime after midnight. That's when I opened up the game. When I opened the game was telling me, oh, this pack is there's a pack currently downloading and stuff like that, right? So they told me to, you know how it usually does, exit out the game in order for the pack to download and stuff like that. So I was waiting for the pack to download, but the pack never downloaded. And if y'all remember, which I'll put up in the creative sim that I did, I told you guys that I haven't actually played the University Pack yet. And I didn't know that there was a problem with the pack, I guess you could say. I don't know. I didn't really catch it at first. So, yeah, I didn't know that the pack could be downloaded. And I tried downloading the pack myself because for some reason the pack was not in my game. I tried to download it and it would prepare and stuff like that. But then it would give me this download error, which I'll insert a picture of what it looks like. Basically, it would just say there's a download error, maybe it's because of my internet, or check back later, right? So I waited and I tried to download it again, but it was still not downloading. And I was extremely upset. I was like, I don't understand what's happening. Is there like, I don't know. I didn't understand what was happening. So what I did was I actually called the EA. I actually called EA, the contact or whatever, and that was November 17th. on the 17th. So I actually got a call from them. They actually called me because I had to put in the report, and then I sent them a screenshot of what was going on, and they called me about two to some hours later. Get the call by some guy. I'm not gonna say his name. Even I don't even remember what his name was, but yeah, I got a call from him, and I was telling him my problem, and he was telling me, okay, so why don't you go to the game details, advanced launch options, and make sure that the game is launching in 64-bit. And the game was still not downloading. The game had automatically been launching in 64-bit, so I don't understand what was happening. So he basically could not fix the game. He was telling me to undownload the game, so I undownloaded the game. The game was still not working, even when I downloaded it back in. I even uninstalled Origin myself and tried to see if it would work then. Still to no avail. It was still not working. So then after that happened, I sent the report back in, and I told them that the game was still not working. At this time, this was a late night contact, and I could only do like a live chat with them. And that was the next day. That was on the 18th. So I did a live chat with him, and I'll actually insert a screenshot of, I'm going to blur out the name and stuff like that, but I'll insert a screenshot of what he said. He was basically saying there were a lot of reports saying that people were having a difficult time actually downloading the game using the university pack. So he said because they were getting a lot of reports that they were going to put out an update so that the game could be fixed. But my scenario was a little bit different because a lot of people's games weren't working was because their games were running in 34-bit, if that makes any sense. So people were downloading their game in the, what is it called? The Legacy Edition. They were downloading their game in the Legacy Edition, and that was why they could not use the University Pack, and they had to actually use the 64-bit version. I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm not confusing people, but that's what was happening. But I didn't have any of those issues. I did not have 34-bit downloaded. I only had the 64-bit. My PC runs in 64-bit. So when he was talking to me, he was saying how they were gonna put out an update, and I was kind of worried because usually when they put out patches, you have to wait like a month or so. So I just told him, okay, I'll just wait for the update, but that still kind of bothered me because imagine sitting there watching all these videos about university and you can't even play it and you don't even know why your game is not working. So that kind of made me very upset, and I had to go through a lot of emotional turmoil, okay, right? It was very detrimental to me. So the next day I was like, okay, so I'm gonna actually have to figure out, they're gonna have to tell me what's wrong with my game. So I put out another report that was, when was it? The 19th. It was on the 19th. And when I tell you, this phone call was the longest stressful phone call in the history of phone calls, I can't even tell you how stressful it was. Okay, because we went through so many steps. We had to go online to see if my PC was actually compatible with the game, which it was. Then we had to manually uninstall Origin to see if that would work. But then that it's still, the pack was still not downloading. And we just went through a lot. I was basically on the phone for him for almost 2 hours trying to figure out what was wrong with my game. He actually had to go to a specialist. So once they went to the specialist, that's when they actually logged into my Origin, because at this point I undownloaded some sort. I undownloaded Origin. I did all of that. I even deleted all of like mods, saves, tray folders. I had it backed up, but basically I started from new. Everything was deleted. We had to go to a specialist. They logged into my Origin. Come to freaking find out, we went through all of that. Come to find out, it was a payment issue. The issue was that because I pre-ordered it, basically I did not have access to the game until November 15th. They can't charge me yet because I don't have access to it. And they don't collect the money. So the process was still, it was in limbo, I guess you could say. It was in limbo. And they were trying to collect the money, but they could not collect the money from the card. And the card that I used was my boyfriend's, and his card was canceled. So the game was basically saying I had not purchased it, and that's why they could not download the game for me. So something as simple as that, where I could easily cancel the order and I could get the game and play it. It was as simple as that. And I went through all of that emotional distress and anger, and I just went through so much, and it was just so stressful. And at that point, I wanted to be like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna play this game because this is ridiculous. Why can't I play the game? It was just crazy. So now I officially can play the game. I've already recorded it, like I've said before. So the game will be ready. I'll be uploading it pretty soon once I edit it and stuff like that. But that's just what happened to me. I'm glad that was worked out because I almost stopped playing it altogether, even though I really love The Sims. I didn't even want to do that. I didn't want to stop playing it. And of course, I wanted to expand this channel. I want to continue to upload to this channel about The Sims and stuff. So, okay, y'all just don't understand. I went through a lot. I went through a lot. So now my game is fixed, and everything is cool. So if y'all want to, okay, now I will be uploading some more creative Sims, some builds, stuff, all that type of stuff related to the university pack. So that will be up soon. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. But I'll talk to you guys soon, and I will have a video up pretty soon. And okay, my outros are always so weird, but bye guys.